Today's video is sponsored by Byrna. Sometimes you need a non-lethal weapon to carry in your big rig while traveling through, say, New Jersey, New York City, California. A lot of places, even company policies ban certain type of weapons to carry in your rig. And not always in situations that require lethal force. Like everything going on in the world today, you come up on a roadblock through Portland, Oregon, it might be best to grab your Byrna self-defense weapon, disperse some tear gas or pepper spray on the crowd versus 15 rounds of lead. You'll get a lot less ramifications from this. And plus, this is legal to carry anywhere. It falls in the classification of a paintball gun. So, more places to carry, and you can even check it with TSA easier than you can with a regular firearm.
Ready?
We have Lieutenant Dan up here supervising, ladies and gentlemen. I know everybody loves to see Lieutenant Dan, and yes, he left his guard duties guarding the toilet paper at home. So in the box, in the Byrna, you get 2 CO2 cartridges, 2 magazines. One magazine is are in it, and you have a pepper spray. That comes with 5 rounds of pepper spray, 5 rounds of solid projectiles, and 5 rounds of powder, just for training purposes, so you don't use your tear gas, pepper spray rounds. And we bought a bottle of training rounds as well as a pack of spare CO2 cartridges. So the Byrna gun looks and feels like a real gun. It comes in 5 colors. You can choose black, orange, pink, camo, or green. What I would recommend to you that if you're going to carry this, you treat it like a real firearm, because of law enforcement, you want to handle yourself the same, because they don't know whether it's a real gun or a paintball projectile style gun. So always carry it the same as you would carry a real weapon, and treat it the same as a real weapon, because it does look, it is big, bulky, and has the same shape and size of a regular weapon. So it's hard to tell the difference from law enforcement 50 feet away or 20 feet away or what have you. So I always respect it and respect law enforcement and abide by rules and laws in your local ordinance. Anyway, so the Byrna gun, once you put, it holds 5 rounds plus 1. So once you load the magazine and put it in, it automatically puts 68 caliber round into the chamber. And then once you get her loaded, you just unscrew this end here, unscrew that, put your CO2 cartridge in, and then screw it back on. Now, you can leave it in this manner indefinitely. It'll be ready to fire, and once you get it, your clip comes with the little thing on the end there. Your CO2 cartridge in, screw your end on there, and your magazine has the tool on the end there to just snug it up. Just get in there and just, a little bit hand tight, just like that. Now you can leave it in that position indefinitely. It'll always be at the ready. There's a 68 caliber round in the chamber, and the CO2 is loaded and ready to go. It will not puncture until you put it on fire and pull the trigger. Now it is punctured, and so now that will last. That CO2 canister is good for about 10 to 15 rounds, and then after you get through using the weapon, you want to remove the cartridge and discard the cartridge accordingly, and then reload it with a new cartridge, and then put it back in your holster and go about your day. Yep. Okay, so technically, I'm sorry, I made a mistake, ladies and gentlemen. You have to have it on safety and then pull the trigger back, and that punches your CO2 canister. And now you're ready to fire. Have 5 rounds of the powder balls only for training, not the full-blown pepper spray. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed that review of this Byrna self-defense non-lethal weapon. This is good. This is accurate up to 60 feet, so it can provide you some distance between you and the perp, to where a real firearm, anything over 15 feet, is questionable whether it's self-defense or not. So this allows you to put distance between you and the perp, and will stop the perp from doing any further harm to you, because if they can't breathe. I'll leave a link in the description of a guy that tested out the live pepper spray rounds, and they shot themselves with the solid projectiles as well. I didn't want to kill my nephew and leave big welts on him, so whether he believes it or not, I do like the guy, so we don't want to kill him or bruise him up. So I'll leave a link in the description for that guy's video. You can go watch and see what kind of damage the rounds, the 68 caliber. It's kind of like a frozen paintball. It has about that effect. It does hurt, it does sting pretty bad, and the pepper spray is very accurate because it either hits the end and burst or hits the wall beside them and burst, the same effect, and that is pretty potent stuff. So like I said, it's a really good non-lethal action type weapon if you're looking for non-lethal force. I recommend that. I'll leave a link in the description. You can go check out the guy's website. I think these guns run about 300-ish, mid-3s. And I think the Nerf rounds, all the prices are on his website. I think it's like $25 for 5 rounds of pepper spray. I'm not sure what the training rounds cost or the CO2 cartridges, but all of the pricing is on his website. I'll leave a link in the description. You guys check that out. I think it'll make a viable option for you to carry in your big rigs or wherever. And for the people that does it will want to take lethal action and use Lieutenant Dan, here's you option B. So stay safe, everybody. Have a good day. Okay, now we have 5 rounds of the powder balls only for training, not the full-blown pepper spray. Beautiful. When I'm not rooster cruising and making idiotic ramblings, I am kicking my nephew's butt in a game of pool. Come on. That's how it's done, ladies and gentlemen.